Welcome to Schoology Course Banner Level 1. Here we go. Log into Schoology, go to Courses, and select your class. This video will show you how to pin a banner to the top of your Schoology course in your updates. It will always display at the top as long as you follow these directions. Basically, the main idea is we will be taking some content and pasting it into this text box and then checking this little box here, and that will ensure that it always posts at the top. After we finalize our content that goes in this text box, we'll need to hit the post button for it to show at the top. So let's take a look at where we can find these directions. We are going to go to the virtual opening in Schoology. From the Courses panel, locate the course entitled Virtual Opening. After opening the course, that image at the top is an example of what your banner will look like when we're finished. Open the Virtual Opening folder and go down to the Asynchronous Training. Once you open the folder, find the Course Banner Setup folder. Inside there is a link to the instructions. Click on the link, then click on the pop-out button so that you get a full-size image. If you want to print them at this time, this would be a good idea to pause the video and print. So the overall idea is to take the content that is in the first two rows of this table and copy and paste it into the text editor located in the Updates screen of your Schoology course. Your SBITs have created a Google slide deck that has images that will be the correct size for your Schoology banner. You can also create your own images if you'd like. They need to be 1200 pixels by 300 pixels. We're going to follow steps 1 through 12 in order to get the image and the hyperlinks uploaded to your Schoology course banner. I'm just going to pause as you read. Please feel free to hit pause as you read the rest of the screen. Okay, now it's time to make your own copy of the slide deck that contains all the images for the banner. Once the file loads, it may take a little bit of time because it's a really big file. Choose the image that you want to use for your own banner, or again, you can make your own if you don't like any one of these. I'm going to use the school buses in this example. The first thing I need to do is add some text. So I can do it with callouts or I can do it with shapes. I'm going to use shapes to make my information appear on my banner. So I'm just going to draw the shape, and then I can recolor it by hitting the paint bucket and fill it with another color. I'm going to try doing something Robinson Gold that looks like a school bus to match. And then I'm also going to change the border color, and you can also change the thickness of the border color. Then you can change the text color. I think I'll use this blue here. And then you can start typing your text. Now I notice that's a little small, so I can resize the text as well. Then I'm going to put some information in this shape that describes my course. You can call it, whatever's you're teaching. So I'm listing a couple examples here. So since this is going to be for my teacher demo course, I'm just going to go back and rename it Mrs. Miller's Period 5. It might be a good idea to also put your room number there so that when kids are looking online for their courses, the room will show up for them to see, and you can resize the text box to fit. If you want to do any last minute edits like change the border color again, you can do it right there. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with my banner, so now I'm going to download it as a JPEG. So you go to File, Download, and you'll notice in the tray at the bottom left, your image will be stored there. And I'm just showing you that it actually is in your Downloads folder. Your downloads folder is located on your computer in your C drive, and it also is located under your quick links. And there's my file that I just downloaded that contains my image for my Schoology banner. Okay, now that we've downloaded our image, we're going to go back to the class landing page template, and we are going to make a copy of the document if you haven't done so already. Okay, so delete the image in the copy of the class landing page template. Now you're going to upload the image that you just created from your downloads file and put it in row 1 of the table. Now we are ready to move on to step 12. Step 12 entails editing the links in row 2. You can create whatever hyperlinks you would want to include on your class banner. I'm suggesting at the beginning of the school year that the cells on the bottom left, keep them the same for the SIS login for parents and students, but then you really can put whatever other links you want to. So you would first enter the text that you want in the row of the banner, and I'm showing you here, for example, let's say you wanted the link to Clever. So I would first find the website link for Clever, and I'm going to go to the top and I'm going to do a Control-C to copy, and then I'm going to return to my banner template, Google Doc, and I'm going to take the text in that top row, and I'm going to change the top row in the last column to say Clever. Then highlight that text, and then go to the link object icon, and then do Control-V as in Victor to paste that in there. It's always a good idea to test these before you put them in your Schoology course forever. So what I'm showing you here is the test of that, and I'm just making sure that I can log into Clever using my FCPS credentials. And yes, it takes me to the Clever login as a teacher, so I'm good to go there. Then let's say I wanted to change some more text. I could go to another website, and just for this example, I'm just going to go to the Fairfax County website for Robinson Secondary School. So there's the home page of our website. I'm doing Control-C to copy. I'm going back to the banner and I'm changing the text there to indicate that this is the Robinson website. Then I would highlight that text, go to the hyperlink button, do Control-V to paste the website, and then click Apply. Staff could also link to a page in Schoology that indicates where to get extra help. They could link to a staff website, or they could even link to a resources folder in their Google Drive if you have a student that typically finishes early. So we're almost done. We're going to scroll down and look at steps 13 through 16. The next thing we're going to do is open Schoology and go to the updates section, and we are going to copy and paste the table that we just created into the updates portion of our Schoology course. So let's scroll back up and get the contents from our table. So I need to copy row 1 and row 2, and I'm just going to use a Control-C. You can also right click and do a copy. If you don't see copy, you may have to scroll to find it. Then I'm going to go into my Schoology course. Now I'm going to return to Schoology and select period 5. Click on Updates. Remove the one I did earlier as an example. I'm just going to delete that announcement. In the text editor, I will place my cursor, and then I will paste. And then make sure you check the box that pins it to the top, and then click Post. And you have just created your banner for your course. The very last thing I'd like to show you today is you can actually control where the kids land when they come into your Schoology course. So under your course icon on the top left, scroll down and change it to Updates, and then hit Save Changes. What this will do is when a student logs into your course for the first time, they'll see your banner and any announcements that you may have for the day. So you can post anything you want here. The kids will see it when they come in, as long as you set your updates to be your landing page. And then when you post, it will always have the most recent post at the top. So that image that you see there where we have the duplicate banner, that'll move down throughout the course of the year. You can't delete that image because that will delete your course banner. So be careful not to do that. But there, as you can see, as I continue to post announcements, they're going to move down the page. Thanks for completing this asynchronous Schoology banner training. If you need any help, we can be reached in the SBIT office, and our email addresses are listed there for you on the screen. And we wish you all the best for the 21-22 school year.